Runners sent on their way from the 1400 metre marker, and Well Dressed jumped all right today. One of the first out of the gates is Goodnight Seattle. Well Dressed is well positioned, the blue silks near the rail, and Cur Royale's going around them, and then comes Jacqueline Jetsetter. At Variance is in the pink, that's racing about 3 or 4 lengths off the leader, and then comes Air Service. Just in front of that is Roy's Queen. They're starting to stretch out, about 6-7 lengths cover the top 5 or 6 runners at this stage. Zilla's further back in the running. They're racing about 8 or 9 lengths off the leader as they move towards the region of the 800 metre marker. On the outside of that is Chai Tea, that's got 8 or 9 to go, and further back Gallic Fire. And Licorice Moon's about 10 or 11 lengths off the leader. Top of the lane, Jacqueline Jetsetter, just the leader. Back in second position there is Well Dressed. Towards the outside, Cur Royale. Towards the inside, starting to put in the claim as Roy's Queen. They're followed further back by Air Service as they come to the 300 now, and Well Dressed comes forward at the front. And it's Well Dressed, the leader, past the 200 metre marker. Jacqueline Jetsetter, Cur Royale on the outside, but this one's all over. And Well Dressed going on to score effortlessly by 3 or 4 lengths. And Well Dressed won it by 5 at the business end. It's going to get close for second. Jacqueline Jetsetter, no, Zilla. Zilla got up then, Jacqueline Jetsetter, and further back is Roy's Queen. Well, in the commentary box with me, I've got Floyd Towell. You won't believe it. The man didn't even shout his horse home. He didn't have to with his wife, Candy. You'll see Warren Kennedy looks over his shoulder, and the Ashawis comes home strolling to win by 5 lengths. It shows up at R1.90 the win, and they came home effortlessly. She jumped very well today, I must say. She was always prominent. Zilla gets up for second. Jacqueline Jetsetter, then came Roy's Queen further back in the running. Gallic Fire at Variance, Lizzie's Chapel, and further back in the field then we'll run it across Licorice Moon and then Cur Royale. They are followed by Magic Hour, and further back in the running, Goodnight Seattle. So Well Dressed in the blue silks. Under the hands, you could see at the 300 it was all over, and Well Dressed comes home. Gavin Van Zyl, Warren Kennedy, and you'll see Warren will look over his shoulder inside the last 100. There's no opposition, and there's no race time up as yet. But Well Dressed wins it at R1.90. That's the running of the third. Back to the studio.
Our trainer Gavin Van Zyl teaming up with Warren Kennedy for the owners here. This daughter of Ashawi, she's come through smartly. She's been off for 5 months, but she's taken this break well. It looked the right type of race for her, and she's delivered in fine style, Gavin. Compliments to your team.
Yeah, sorry that she didn't win like this last time when she was 1, 2, 3 for the punters out there, but she was a young horse, and I think that third run was just a little bit too much for her, so we gave her this time off, and she's bounced back nicely. Well, she was entitled to win this, I suppose, on her form. So we're thrilled that she's won. Well done to the James Armitage, the breeder. He's doing so well at the moment with the Shawis, and a lot of his horses from his stud are such good value, so well done to James. And then to each and every one of our owners, Gernot and Fiona and Floyd and Candy, Justin, a whole group of wonderful people that are involved in this, and it's so fantastic to reward them with a win like this. And we've got some really nice supporters in the yard, and we hope that we can reward them going forward with winners with horses like this.
Fantastic. She's got the win, and we look forward to seeing where you place her next, should I say. But wherever it is, she looks like a filly that's going to win her fair share of races, Gavin.
Yeah, I think, it would have been better if she won by a length so that the merit rating didn't get, we didn't get killed. But, we'll have to place her. I think she's also said if we place her correctly, we can, like you say, she'll build nicely through the divisions. Well done to Warren. Stable's ticking on very nicely, and let's hope it continues.
One more runner to come. Fair comment that you gave that filly 2 warm-up runs, and she's now going over a trip that's going to suit her much better.
Yeah, this is her right trip, and she was running on nicely last time over the 1400, as she was in the 1200, and cherry ripe, good draw, the right type of field, and she'll be hard to beat.
Thanks for that, Gav.
Pleasure.
Well done, Gavin Van Zyl. Let's get Warren Kennedy in. Warren, you came into the ring and you said a long way out you thought it was no race.
Yeah, it was no race. going to the 1,000. I was travelling so comfortably. She was actually loafing with me, and I knew once I squeezed her, she quickens this filly, and she ran away from them with ease.
Gavin just mentioned that breaks seem to have done her a world of good, and you've got to know her back home. She's strengthened up and she's muscled up nicely, hasn't she?
Yeah, she's definitely, and Gavin did the right thing, giving her a bit of a break. She had those 3 runs, and it's just her inexperience that beats her in all 3 runs. Well, no, 2. Amashuka beats her fair and square, but the last 2 where she got pipped, it was just inexperience. The last run was in the sticky going that caught her out. She was still a bit green, when I hit the front, hit it very early, but I made her work to the line. She's got to know what racing is all about now, and we're going to start getting onto, and you'll see more of her.
Warren, I know that every ride is given the same confidence, the same feel, the same, riding style. But when you have these horses that are in the red, it does build a bit of pressure, and you seem to be handling it superbly well. I must compliment you on that.
Thanks, Deez. Gavin's really, really easy with his instructions. He doesn't really tie me down, and it's a pleasure to ride for people like that. They let you do your thing. The horses, and you produce the goods, which is great.
Fantastic. Anything else later on from you?
Look, I've only got the one left. What's that filly that Gavin just mentioned? Rascality. But maybe going for 100% today. The 2 rides, 2 wins. She's doing very well. She's on the right trip. The key is to keep her quiet. She's a very hot little filly, and we try to teach her to settle a bit. And the key is going to be parading and her down at the start, see how she behaves herself. But all in all, I think she will, and I expect a major run.
Well played.
Thank you.
Let's get Justin Vermaak in. He's going to represent the owners. Of course, Justin Vermaak, instrumental in creating this new syndicate, Green Street Bloodstock. And Justin, we chatted on a number of occasions about this new initiative of yours, and nice to see this filly win for the boys.
Yeah, absolutely, Deez. That's now our 13th runner, and 11 have been in the first 4 earning checks. So it's been a very good start for us, and thanks to Gavin, who's been instrumental in getting us off the ground. We've got a lot of horses with him now. We're very active at the 2-year-old sales in the last couple of weeks, so we're up to 20 horses representing the Green Street team, which will come out now. The bulk of them as 2-year-olds this season. But well done to the owners. Floyd made the trip down. He's here. And to the other guys from Johannesburg as well. I think she was supposed to win like this last time, but she just showed us that she had a little bit too much racing, so we gave her the time off, and she strengthened up and won a good race.
Floyd obviously shy for the cameras. Where he does his talking is obviously in the boxing ring.
In the boxing ring and in front of the bookmakers, I think, judging by the smile on his face at the moment.
Great to see her win this early, and that break, as we mentioned to Gavin, has certainly brought her on nicely.
Yeah, she's done very well, and we're going to probably box a little bit smart with her now, try and keep her well placed. And I think now with the off-season coming, she might be able to pick up a couple of races because she runs pretty well on the poly track as well. So she's going to win her fair share of races.
I really enjoyed it. For the viewers that missed it, John Slade's speech the other evening at the KZN Awards, and main chance, being honoured with the trifecta in the Vodacom Durban July, and also winning an award with Gallic Rose.
Yeah, it was great for John. Obviously, it's his retirement year, and there are a lot of service industry awards that go around, and John wasn't a recipient of any of this season. So I think the way racing played out for him, that award was basically his swan song and his service industry award, breeding and producing first, second, and third in the July. So well done to John.
Well played, Justin.
Thank you.
Well done, Justin Vermaak, representing the guys here. If you caught the quartet, you'll need 9, 12, 4, and 10. Race number 3. Coming up next will be the first leg of the jackpot, and the time to jot down there will be 14:50, 10 to 3.